everybody. We're doing a little bit of a YouTube video in there. So we're going to get into our FROSTYGON. FROSTYGON is back again. Oh my gosh. The old FROSTYGON build actually works really well for everything still in this. It even works okay in the new Endless Archive. But if you want a little easier time, go a little bit farther in it. And that I made some tweaks to it because it's such a great AoE mob killer, really good with that and stuff. But then when you have to do single target damage and some quick single target damage to take down some of like the mobs in there, the special mobs, and then we get to the bosses, it can be a little rough. It can be a little rough. So at least that's what I was finding. Could I still complete Arc 1 by myself and get my daily done? Yes, definitely. So this is if you want to go beyond that. So we'll call this like the updated one for that. But it's really not that hard to do or to make. Now, you can use all the same gear as you did before. All right? So you can use whatever you were using. If you were using Whirl of the Depths, if you've got that one out. If you were using, Frostbite, if you're using chat, what's the healing one? I always forget the healing one. Winter's Respite. You use that. Whatever you were using, you still can use. You're totally fine. But if you want to get a little stronger on it, because we're actually going to make our main attacks not the bird spam, we're actually going to make it our heavy attacks. So we're going to be putting stuff that's kind of geared to making that heavy attack stronger. All right, so same thing as what we did before. We got our Slimecraw, and we've got our Oakensoul ring. That is not going to change. Our two sets, we're going to have our Frostbite, which you should have. We're still going to have our Frostbite in there, our light set, and that. But then I'm adding a set that you might be familiar with if you were doing anything with the heavy attack Sork build that was all kind of the metas and everything. All right. Which is the Sergeant. The big thing with the Sergeant is that when you deal damage with a heavy attack, you get a stack of Sergeant's Focus for 5 seconds, increasing the damage of your heavy attacks by 645 per stack. The effect occurs once every second and stacks up 4 times. You're going to ask about the lightning staff or that for your deck. Yes. But here's the thing. I'm going to be using a frost staff. So okay, you got to follow me along on the journey. My chat is here today for YouTube fans because I might miss something or they've got questions like that. I'm still going to use the frost staff. So I'm using you can see it behind me, above me. I'm still using the ice staff of Frostbite with it because it's going to increase your frost staff abilities in there, and with our where is it? Winter's Respite. All right. Increased damage by 2%, which is increased to 12% by wielding an ice staff. Yeah, we get that skill buff. Yeah, so that's the buff. Yeah, so we get that. So we go up an extra 12% by having that. And look what we get here out of the weapon line with it. You get, is it this one? Where is it? Equipping an ice staff reduces the cost of blocking, increases the amount of damage block. Okay, where's the shield? Is it in Tri-Focus? Where's the one that every time I do a heavy attack, it gives me a shield? Fully charged heavy attacks grant you a damage shield for 9k. And we're always, hi Joker, we're always heavy attacking. So you're going to have a constant, there's no cooldown on this shield. You're going to get shield after shield after shield. All right? Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, so there's our sets. So, Slimecraw with the Oakensoul, Frostbite, and you can put in whatever kind of things that you want. But here's another thing for the EA. I made sure that my Sergeant is actually heavy. Heavy pieces. So we want a little bit more armor, a little bit tankier to go into Endless Archive. So I've got the Sergeant on 3 of my pieces. All right, so I've got 3 of those pieces. So I get more armor, a little bit tankier, and because now I've got a medium set, a light set, and a heavy set, we're actually going to be able to take more advantage of the Undaunted metal, get more of our bonuses to that, and be able to use not only the light armor passes, the medium armor passes, but we're also going to be able to use the heavy armor passes. All right? Yeah. Chest, legs, and boots only because... and you could have put that... you could have gone anywhere else for the boots one. Chest and legs, just they give you more. But we needed a helm. Is this looking good, Joker? Okay. Joker, if you don't know, you came in a little bit... I'm making kind of like a YouTube video-ish. Just to kind of... So if you've got any things, if I'm missing anything, let me know. So yeah, bigger numbers. Yeah, you get bigger numbers on the legs, the chest, and that. So I'm thinking, remember, EA, as you go along, a little tankier, a little bit more... No, you're fine. It's like, I love doing these kind of ones because it helps out. Nope, you're good. So yeah, if I forget anything, and I like people confirming that it's a good build. So, let's see. Yeah, so a little bit tankier list. So that's why I picked what I picked with it. The staff is still imprecise, using frost damage. So again, we're not using the lightning staff. Now, even though the lightning staff, its heavy attack does spread out to others in there. Remember, the lightning staff is good for channeling abilities. That's a great one if you're going to use it for your Arcanist. Not as much for our guy. Yeah. There's nothing that gives you another... Yes. We got another shield that goes on there as well. Yeah. So we got a bunch of different shields, bunch of defensive stuff that's going to go along with this. So yeah. So there's the gear. We're still in 64 for our Magicka. We're in our... all of our active effects. I'm still doing Boon of the Thief for our crit and everything. For our skills, I've changed this too. In the other build, we were using the Unstable Wall. That's the one that gave us another little shield. Okay, so that one's gone. But here, let me show you the good part about this. We have our heavy-hitting Deep Fissure. We know how good that is. I'm going to skip the bird for a second. We've got our Winter's Revenge, all right, which is our AoE movement control, all right. We've got our Arctic Blast, and we can just set it and forget it. So I'll even throw this on before a fight starts, because it takes a while to kind of keep in. Major Breach, keep the Major Breach going. And then, check this out. This is my change. I watched Hack the Minotaur, and he used this on one of his builds. And I'm like, wait a second. All you need this for is the passive. So really, we're a 4-button build. This makes it even easier. All right? This makes this even easier. I have, but I'll tell you why I haven't used it. You'll see in a sec. All right? Because look what it gives us for just slotting it. Major protection. Reducing your damage by 10%. We get minor protection. So now you get minor and major protection on here. Absolutely amazing. Then you've got your Guardian. It's like taking a companion in with you. It's like taking a companion in. He's so great, takes out stuff, does a ton of damage, has the bleed damage and stuff like that on it. Hi, Rich! We're going over my new FROSTYGON in here. We're doing kind of a YouTube video-esque kind of thing. Yeah, I do, Dashin. It's all like that. I'm going to post this up later. Yeah, Frosty is back, man. All right, so we're just going over all the skills. So we got all the skills going in here. Now, here's the important thing about the Screaming Cliff Racer. Look what it does. Look in the middle what it does. Because we always use it for damage. And we also use it for the healing and those stuff. And you also get weapon and spell damage by 100 for 10 seconds, and it quadruples on off-balance enemies. You are guaranteed an off-balance if you're 7 meters away from the target. There's no cooldown on that. You got to be 7 meters away. I can go off-balance, 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 and just start going at them. It's absolutely amazing. Yeah. Yep. All right, so we've got all that. Now, check this out. Here's where it gets really juicy. Check out the CP. The CP, since we are not based on our AoEs as much anymore, we're going to be using Wrathful Strikes, Fighting Finesse, Weapons Expert. Yeah, that hemorrhage on the bear's no joke. No, bear takes out things on its own. And then Deadly Aim for that single target. Because this is what I said, if for people coming in, basically, FROSTYGON doing fantastic, but against single target was a little bit lackluster. I usually like he's doing his best. But we need to boost that up. So that's why we've made these changes. All right? So now, when we do our heavy attacks, boom. Now check this out for our staying alive. Boundless, we know about. Fortified, we know about. Look at this. Strategic Reserve. Has anyone ever used this one? Strategic Reserve, gain 30 health recovery for every 10 ultimate you have. When we've got the bear, we're never clicking it. We put the bear on and we never click it. We never touch it unless he dies. And then I put Celerity on here because we can move around a little bit better. Check this out, everybody. Look at my stats. I bet you didn't even notice. Look at that recovery. 3,162. Let me say that again. 3,162 health recovery. Sick, right? Yeah. That's what I'm saying is that if you could just let the bear go and you're at max. Yeah. You're at max.
Get out. Get out.
Yep. Get out of here.
Get out.
Yeah. Food that I'm using, you could use you could use like Witch Mothers or something. I'm going back to the Sugar Skulls. Increase health, stamina, magicka, and gives us health recovery. Isn't this a really interesting idea? Yeah, I got the idea from Hack the Minotaur. And I'm like, let's put it on a Frost build. So let me show you kind of the process. Am I forgetting anything else? I'm trying to think. Is there anything else that I'm forgetting? So, here's the process. All right? You're going to start with, let me back up a little bit. You're going to start with your shocks to get that going first. Then from range, you're going to put on your Winter's Revenge. Get that going for the control, reduce their movement speed, control the fight there. All right? And actually, you can start the fight if you really want to. If you're going to go into a whole lot of stuff, all right, put that Arctic Blast to begin. That Arctic Blast does a lot of damage, and you're just getting health. It's just amazing. Revealing Flare, we're just using it as a passive, and the bear is now a passive. Bye, Anna. We'll see you later. Yeah, so these two we don't. So we only have to worry about these four things. Very good stuff. Yeah, yeah. So check this out. So we put this down, put that down, and see how it's going to go instantly off balance. Now I do heavies. That's all it is. Re-up. Boom. Did you see I did a 42 crit heavy attack? 42, 9. 40. 40. 33. So you're not spamming bird. The bird is just to prep it so it gets the off balance. And then you go into heavies. 41. 46. 45. I have done, in the Endless Archives, I've done 60k heavy attacks. No lie. No lie. 60k. Yeah, what off balance does, all right, it sets them off balance that you do more damage if they're off balance. So you get more spell damage. So it's that last one. After dealing damage, you increase your weapon spell damage by 100 for 10 seconds, which quadruples after damaging off balance enemies. But I like tossing them around. This is true. Well, here's the thing is that you don't have to do it all the time. So we have gone from doing, laying down our AoEs and then light attack, spam bird, light attack, spam bird. So if you see, if I'm light attacking, 13k, 8k, 14k. And you guys can't see it, but my Magicka bar is going down super quick. Now that we have this, all right, we can give it the off balance, relax, and start just peppering away. Ooh, 55. We got a 55. Let's see if I can pop at 60. I don't know what the conditions are for popping at 60. I think he's got to be chilled as well. But also, look at the shield that I'm getting on. This is a forever shield. Boom. Shield's back on. Shield's on. Shield's on. And this is before I put on this that lasts forever. This thing lasts, what, 20 seconds? Which does damage and heals me? I have stood in the middle of stupid. With infusers and everything else, and they couldn't do anything to me. Oh, 54. How do you like that? And it slows down the process. That was the thing that I liked the most, is that it slowed down the process of the Endless Archive. That's true. Yeah, if you find yourself into a situation where the bear is dying, you could switch to the Arctic one. Exactamundo. Yeah. You're not supposed to... I know, right? Yeah. Am I missing anything, everybody? I want to stop the part for the video, but FROSTYGON is back in a major way. I actually felt... I'm going to say it. I actually felt more comfortable on this than I did with my Bardkinist. A little bit. Maybe it's because I had the bear and I had a friend. And... much better than I did with FROSTYGON. We actually have to change FROSTYGON. I'm going to show you that next, in the next video. So, does it look good? Yeah, I think we covered everything. We covered all the stuff in there. Food, drink is still going to be, potion still going to be our restorations. Less lonely, it's true. You have a fun companion to go there. And it's just really nice if you're working on a couple enemies over here, and the bear just takes out like an infuser. You're like, go bear. Barry is back, man, and stuff. Like I said, yeah, it feels so much more relaxed. And again, you do a ton with blocking as well. Lots of good healing, lots of good mitigation in there, and you're doing a lot of damage. You really are. Like I said, it felt so good, and I'm going to use this week for doing the Endless Archive to be able to show you guys live. So. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching the video and everything. If you got any questions about this, please put them down below. Make sure that you comment down below. Ding that bell. It really helps the metrics. We're getting closer, everybody. We're creeping up and be able to make a little, cheddar cheese, a little moolah on the YouTube. You have to get so many hours in a certain amount of time to be able to make money off the video. So we're getting closer. So any interaction, anything for the metrics by just saying hello or whatever, or great build in the down below for the comments really helps. So thanks everybody. See you in the next video. Bye.